So you came up with quarterback tiers. Let's take a look at this from Twitter. So tier 1 was Pat. That's Patrick Mahomes. Tier 2, battle for number 2, Allen, Burrow, Herbert, Lamar Jackson, Aaron Rodgers, Trevor Lawrence. Tier 3, I love this one, actual good NFC quarterbacks, Dak Prescott, Jalen Hurts. And then tier 4, good enough good. So you got Stafford, Kyler Murray, Deshaun Watson, Geno Smith, and Tua in that. In your mind, what are your biggest questions about Watson, I guess, is where we're at.
I'm not sure I expect to talk about that goofy post I put up on Twitter with the show today. But no, I think that actually is one of the more serious categories of all the category names there, where, I think they've proven and shown that they are good enough to be, what that means is contenders, to lead a team to a Super Bowl or deep in the playoffs. Obviously, guys like a Matthew Stafford, where once he had a good supporting cast, then we saw him ultimately, reach that ultimate goal. My biggest concern with Watson is less so about the talent around him, maybe even less so about the rust. I think we've talked about this before, and I don't want to beat a dead horse, but I just do think there is an interesting blend of styles with Kevin Stefanski and Deshaun Watson. Can they find a way to figure it out, where Watson likes to, move around the pocket, dance around, create time, and find those out-of-structure deep balls, those big, explosive, chunk yardage plays, which are, of course, a great thing. But, you look at Kevin Stefanski in Minnesota with Kirk Cousins, you're in rhythm, you hit the top of your drop, 5-step, 7-step, and get the ball out quickly to your first read, to your second read. That's his style. They obviously can adapt to each other, but I'm just wondering if there's some warts early on they have to work through, especially with a great Cincinnati defense right out of the gate.
The other thing, he being Deshaun Watson, and you touched on it, he has a history of throwing to his tight ends. Is that something that you think maybe Kevin Stefanski has held back from? There haven't been the seam routes and those kind of things. Is that something you could see them kind of pulling back from this offense?
I do. And I think that Njoku might be the perfect guy to do it with, right? Where he is a guy that is able to create, separation downfield and has the contested catch ability. We've seen some of the crazy catches he's made over the course of his season, leaping grabs over defenders, through traffic, acrobatic one-handed catches, all those things. But I think he has the ball tracking ability that you don't see with every tight end, even the better players that are more of, get the ball early, create some yards after the catch, run through some tackles. He can do that himself and create some space for those deeper passes. I think we are going to see them attack the middle of the field a lot. I think it's why you bring Elijah Moore into the fold as well. And it's an area against defenses now where a lot of them are playing too high safeties. You want to be able to attack the middle of the field. I think that's going to be a big part of this offense.